Hello, in this video I'll be reviewing the Tyranids Start Collecting box set. Yeah. Cool. So as I said in the intro, I'm going to be reviewing this box set. Now, as you probably can tell, I've already been in there, built it all up, and got it done. So obviously, it's not really an unboxing as such, it's more of a review. Side note, you might have noticed that this camera seems to do a little bit better. That's because I got a new phone when it was my birthday. So it should be, hopefully, a better for the channel, which is cool. So what I'll do is I'll move the box out of the way, which, first of all, maybe I should do a review of the box. I'll hold the camera anyway. So basically it's got your picture on the back of the Broodlord, a Trigon, which doesn't have to be built as a Trigon, Gene Stealers with some paint schemes, so that's pretty cool in that it's already telling you how to do it. Some cool side pictures, again, pictures of them on the box, 10 miniatures, and then we've got like a side view so you can see what your army will look like eventually. And then the bottom is basically nonsense, not that we need to know. So, what we're talking about today is the contents, not the box as such, so that was a bit of a waste of time. Anyway, so, as you probably tell, I built, obviously, the Broodlord, which I will be using in 2 armies, 2.3 armies, I don't know. Obviously this guy is, I'll focus it hopefully, when it works. It's quite detailed, in my opinion. It's pretty cool. I mean, after getting one, I may not get another one, or if I do, I'll have to find somewhere to mount him or make him look slightly different. But this guy I will be using also as a patriarch, because there's not much in it between them, and people were already suspending disbelief that these guys are going around killing each other anyway. So that's, you know, obviously, tell me if you believe otherwise, that's fine. But hey, that's just what I'm doing. So that's the Broodlord, which is kind of cool. Let's have a little look at the elephant in the room. This dude. I've actually built him as the Trigon Prime, with the silly head and the, well, basically all siding talons as you do, and the biostatic rattle. I just thought it was kind of cool for what I'd be using for. I mean, I appreciate none of these dudes in this box set need a guy with a, what's the word? Synapse creature. Good gosh, Nicholas, behave. Yeah, so I thought it looks kind of cool. I'm looking forward to painting it, and I believe, I'm not certain, I may be painting it in the Kraken colour scheme. The other option is a homebrew, so I can just mix and match. But I probably will play it as I please, to be fair, because that's the kind of guy I am. But as you can see, this is a majestic piece of plastic, especially when you put it next to the Gene Stealers, which we will now focus on, hopefully. Yep. So what I did was, I built pretty much 2 of each kind. So I built 2 with Scythe Talons, but because, are you going to behave? See if you're going to focus now. I've got my hand there. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So, built them with Scythe Talons, and I also gave it the acid maw. Either way, basically it's like a -2 or -3 to save automatically, which is cool. Obviously, the Scythe Talons, we know what they do. Reroll 1s, which is good. But basically it means I'm a bit more flexible, and I can play them all as rending claws if I really want to, but I think it kind of looks cool, this model. So let's get the next guy on the go. This guy again. Nope. No. Where did I put him? Sorry about this. Technical difficulties. Where did I put him? I put him somewhere. Well, anyway, I'll get distracted. But the thing I wanted to mention about this guy is he looks a little bit like a Balchinian from Men in Black. Let me know what you think. But he does look a bit like a Balchinian. Hopefully that will be less pronounced when he's painted up. There he is. There's the Scythe Talons guy. Just Heather. There he is. Balchinian as well, in all his glory. These guys, I put the tongue. I don't think it has any special rules, but it's like the Gene Stealer Kiss, where they infect people, which is cool. These guys, you may already be aware of what I said, but obviously I'll be using the thing as a patriarch. These guys will also be used as pure strain Gene Stealers, basically getting the best I can out of them, the more money as I can. which is pretty much what I'm all about, isn't it? I did the good old-fashioned, I can't pronounce it, Ymarg. If anyone can do a better job of it, then let me know of how to pronounce it. But they've got the Zoidberg face, which is cool. He's going whoop, 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 as he runs up the board, so that's another guy, and same again, I won't show you him. And then this guy, what's it called? 1 second. Yeah, so I've just checked it, and it's actually flesh hooks, which gives them a 6-inch range assault 2 attack, which can be fired within 1 inch of an enemy. So you can use it, there's 2 extra attacks in close combat, which is also cool. And it's also like a shooting weapon, which is good. Plus, obviously, all these other attacks, like, so I did 2 of them as well, because that's just how I roll. Now, normally you can't have all these upgrades, and the other one is Acid Maw. That's the word I was looking for, not Balchinian. But Acid Maw is the rules for that one. The word I was looking for, which gives them -3 to whoever else is taking a save against them. So what I'll do now is, we've had a look at the pretty models, I'll have a quick look at the book, basically. So, here's the Start Collecting book that you get with it. Now, in this, it tells you how to build the models. So the first one is Broodlord, which is the one I actually started with. So basically, I'll give you a quick look. So as you can see, excuse me, it's 3D rendered and all the rest of it, if I don't know what that means. It's kind of cool. It's pretty straightforward, basically, in that respect. And then you move on to the Trigon. And all the body parts. Now, most of this is pretty much uniform to how you're going to build the other 2 anyway. And this one's the Trigon again. Again, same diffs. Pretty much. The exception would be the Morlock, which is just hither, and the Trigon Prime, which is what I built. I just thought it looked cooler, and I like the idea of having an extra synapse creature. Plus, let's be honest, I can always play it as a Trigon if needs be. But yeah, so there's all these other bits. I won't bore you with too much of that because it goes on and on a little bit. More again. So there we have the instructions of the Gene Stealers. Pretty much Gene Stealers are about as easy as they come. It's pretty straightforward. One thing I did think was a bit confusing is what looks like a dead skull. So the one, if we're going to do it without knocking your camera over, this one just there, that one looks like a skull, so I might use it as to decorate a base, which might be cool. Again, blah blah blah, lots of ways to build Gene Stealers. Then we get onto the rules, which is cool. It tells you about the Broodlord, but it also tells you it in, is that French? Yeah, it must be French. And then in many other languages too, which is cool, in a way. And it also has like a little, pick this up, a mini like paint idea. So if you want to paint like that, there you go, boom. So again, it's taking care of you. They are taking care of you when it comes to starting your new army, which is cool, or a army. And again, same diffs with this one. This one's got paint schemes. Again, for the, is it Leviathan? Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like the camera's going to go off at any point, so forgive me if it does. And again, the rules for Trigon as such, and then many languages. And what have we got? Many languages still. But it doesn't have any rules for the Trigon Prime or the Morlock, which is a bit silly. It's almost telling you to build a Trigon. Gene Stealers rules, as mentioned, which is kind of cool. It says for every 4 models in the unit, 1 may have flesh hooks, and or 1 model may have an acid maw. So obviously in this I've included 2 with an acid maw and 2 with the flesh hooks, but I've already got some other Gene Stealers kicking about with some older ones, so I'm just going to mix them in for flavour. And then again, there's all your other language rules, and then the what happens next, expand your army, which is kind of cool. But I think I'm going to go big bug slash Gene Stealer cult and Tyranids, basically, so I can have the most of my money. Anyway, so we'll go on to the little bits that I've got left on the sprue, and then we'll wrap it up. So, these are what I've got left on the sprue. So this is from the Trigon Morlock sprue, so there's like a chest plate thing. This is kind of weird, because most other people don't do the aftermath, they usually do the pre-bit. So that's the one with the poison attack, basically. some other bits. But so this one's pretty much empty. Not going to lie to you. Not very interesting. In this one, you have left over what looks like the Morlocks Silent Talents. I'll probably use them, maybe for some conversions, maybe some extra cool goodness. But I do love them. Maybe a bit of a strong word, but I do like them. Oh, and then there's some more spikes here, which is always cool, which I also like greatly. So that's from the Morlocks thingy spray. These ones should be identical, practically. So you've got these spore nodes, which I will be doing, and maybe either basing or just painting. Got some scything talons there, some rending claws there. What else have we got? We've got some heads here. So I'll bring it in a bit, or I might lift it up, we'll see. So on this, you're going to focus. There we go. So not bad. And then you've got what looks like the skeleton one. I say that because it's got no bottom jaw. And I think there's a crack on it somewhere. I'll show you the next sprue, but that's pretty much going to be the same. Again, with the spore nodes and the head, so let's do that one. Boom, boom, boom. So there's what looks again like a dead Gene Stealer head. There's also this guy, which I believe is a Ripper Swarm with spine maws. So if I can do a video in which I copy them, do like a green stuff, not green stuff, a mould, and then build them up, I probably will do that because I think it's a really cool way to expand an army. Just cloning the small stuff. If it works, if it doesn't, then it's a pile of poop, and then I won't do it. And again, spore mines and all the armoured bits. So again, it might be cool to convert some hybrids, metamorphs, and all the rest of it. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'll just do a basic wrapping up in a second. So, just to do a quick wrapping up, this is a fairly decent box. So you get 10 models, compared to like Space Marines where you get 12, so you get 2 models, but you get this big hunk of plastic, majestic beauty that is a Trigon, well, it's currently a Trigon Prime, and you get all these dudes. So, for the purpose I'm using them for, in the fact that I'm going to get basically 2 armies out of this, out of these 2 anyway, these groups. This is going to be Broodlord / Patriarch, and I'm going to have also these guys as Pure Strain Gene Stealers. Obviously, I'm probably going to chuck them in some Chimeras and watch my opponent's face as, instead of Guardsmen, these guys pop out. That'd be cool, just for that alone. Overall, box set. I very much like that they've been putting the book in there with the rules. That's it. A+ for effort on that one, definitely. Little paint scheme in there, pretty well detailed. Love it. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. I say that because after you've bought the first one, if you bought a second one, you'd have another Broodlord, Patriarch kind of thing, and he might get a bit samey. But that's nothing against the Broodlord Patriarch. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being picky. Let me know what you think down below. Comments, always welcome. Thumbs up, thumbs down, as appropriate. You know, even if you've just bought some Tyranids to decorate like your Necron army bases or something along those lines, then definitely let me know. I'm always ready to hear it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it there. Groovy.